Hey y'all, so I'm a bit new at this. I'm a bit new at doing this on camera. I have been dabbling in Oracle and tarot cards for a few years now, mostly just on my own and pulling guidance for myself or to confirm certain things and learning the meanings in the cards and just strengthening my own intuition. But I have been feeling for a while now, I just haven't really known how to go about it, but I've been feeling for a while now that it is it would be cool, it'd be nice. I think that source wants me to express myself. I've been needing to express myself for a long time, and I am a natural advice giver, counselor, all of these things. I went to school for child and youth work and family community studies. I started my bachelor for that, and I have some other interests as well, but I definitely want to, I've been wanting to find a way, a channel, a way to give advice, or at least use my abilities and my skills to help others, because that's kind of what I do in my daily life. So we're gonna try something different. We're gonna try something new, all in the that didn't work out, all in the name of doing things differently and getting a different result. So whether or not I post this, we'll see how this works out. And but yeah, if anything, maybe it's just practice for myself. And yeah, let's get into it. So I'm using the Queen of the Moon Oracle, Queen of the Moon Oracle, and then I'll also be using the Light Seers Tarot. These are two of my favorite decks to use in combination. I find that every single time that I use these two decks together, the messages that come out are so synchronistic. And just with the imagery and the feeling of the card, the energies of the cards, the meanings, and it's chef's kiss. So let us see what the universe gives us today. So I have asked, and I'm asking my guides and source, my guardian angels, the archangels, my agreeable ancestors of peace, love, light, and harmony, and my agreeable descendants of the same peace, love, light, and harmony. I'm asking for everyone to come together to help me. I'm asking my higher self as well, Mother Earth, Source Energy, to help me channel a message. I want to channel messages for myself, but also for those that are, I guess, maybe on the same wavelength, in the same space. The path. I just barely started shuffling. People that are on the same path as me, literally. Because I've been wondering how people start channeling for a collective, especially when you're just starting, you don't have an audience, you don't really have a collective or a tribe yet. So I'm going to pull messages for myself and those that are on the same path, those that are on a similar path, those that are moving through similar energies and are at a similar intersection in their lives, because there are many of us. So that is who I'm channeling for, and who I'm pulling messages for is myself and those that are like-minded, those that are on a similar path and a similar intersection of their lives. Yeah, this is for us. I'm gonna do my best to keep this short so I don't take up too much space on my phone and I don't have to take too long to edit, but let's get started. So what messages are necessary or want to come out or want to be shared with myself and this collective of like-minded individuals that we're growing, or just anybody that comes across this video that is that this energy resonates with. So as always, as I've been learning, I will say take what resonates and leave the rest, and we go from there. All right, I'm gonna roll with these. Do we need to see the bottom of the deck? No. Okay. I'm gonna lay these out, and then I'm gonna get the tarot as well. The void, balance, protection, and attraction. So I wonder, hope you guys can see these. So I'll hold each of the cards up, but we got number 1, the void. We got number 19, balance. We got number 24, protection. And number 44, attraction. Supermoon. Where were we? Supermoon. So with these Queen of the Moon Oracle cards, they also have the different phases of the moon on them. So the void is corresponding to the dark moon. It's the beginning of the deck. So before I start interpreting, I'm just gonna pull some tarot, and we're gonna see what matches up, what comes out, what matches up, what complements, anything like that. So we're asking the same of the tarot. What messages do I need to know this collective of like-minded individuals? Thank you. It corresponds with moon cards. Strength, the 7 of Pentacles. Let's see what else wants to come out. Okay, thank you. One more shuffle. You want it? No? Okay. Thank you. Oh, the whole stack of cards. I'll take the single one that fell. It's a stack of 3. I'll look at them. Knight of Swords in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse, and the Devil. If we're not taking reversals, are we taking reversals? No. 7 of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Devil. This is kind of saying, okay, you know what? We don't even have a grand scheme. You know, let me, because this message in and of itself is this is an individual message here. I don't know if this is specific to me or if this is specific to someone that might come across this reading. And again, today is July 17th. I feel that this is timeless, so I don't think that the specific date is going to be as important as like what is going on situationally, individually with you when you do come across it. It almost feels like, obviously it's running from something, it's running from something towards something else, but it's almost like, I almost feel like the Devil wants to be in the middle here. It almost feels like It feels like running from your own demons, running from your shadows, running from something in the past, something that's kept you bound, something that's kept you in a paranoid state. Because we know that the Seven of Swords typically corresponds to like, I think traditionally it corresponds to like a backstabbing type of energy, or like, you know, people, I think I'm getting more so paranoid. I'm getting paranoid, and it's interesting because I was literally just talking about like addiction not too long ago, and that's kind of where like this is how this kind of looks like, having all of these voices, these shadows, these things at your back that are telling you, trying to convince you that there's something wrong and that you have to keep going in this certain direction, You see this here? Hold on. You see here how the devil has the strings attached to this buddy in this hoodie? And you see this buddy in his hoodie right here with his strings? So it's giving, and the colors and everything too, it's giving these lines look very similar to the lines that are happening in here as well. So it's almost giving like having all of this stuff for your back, having all this paranoia, and running, leaving it behind, and this is your chariot in this regard. You're leaving it behind and you're going forward. You are not allowing the things at your back, the shadows, the old patterns, the old habits, you're not allowing those things to infiltrate. You're not allowing those things to be your motivating force for why you're doing things. I'm doing things because I'm trying to shut the voices up, because you're in that repetitive cycle. This Knight of Swords is moving very rapidly towards a different path and a different direction. And instead of allowing these voices to infiltrate and to scare and to make you more paranoid, and you see how they're just like at different angles, just saying warning here, warning here, warning here, be vigilant here, be vigilant there. In this Knight of Swords, you have transmuted, we're alchemizing, and we're allowing that voice to guide us as opposed to hold us in a holding pattern. That's how that comes out. I'm gonna leave these out. Do I need the bottom of this deck? No. Do I need to pull another card? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Now do I need the bottom of the deck? No, still no. So right, it's running from those things. It's running from that double energy because you realize you spent too much time. We realize that we spent too much time in that space, in that holding position. And it's not a bad thing. It's not something to be like, oh my gosh, beat up on yourself about. No, it's about being self-aware and giving yourself grace and understanding that we're not here to be perfect. We are here to learn and to grow and to help the earth and the world and others. So, it's all an individual journey. So now here with the tarot, we have the Star, we have Strength, we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Cups. So let's see. Sorry, I've just been taking in the energies of the cards and looking at their colors and looking at how how they come together, and just trying to feeling the message. Already off the bat, like, this is what I mean when I love the synchronicity of how the cards come through, and it helps me particularly intuit the message when the cards, and if I feel an energy a little bit more strongly from one set of cards than the other, then I'm like, okay, cool. We have some synchronicity here and some similarities here with the purplish pinkish sky, and this is her wishing upon a star, her being tethered to this star, to the star systems, this void. This is a new space. This is a new energy. It feels empty only because we're curating something brand new and there is no blueprint. There was never meant to be a blueprint for us. We are the ones who are creating the blueprint. That is why it feels dark. That is why it feels like there's not a lot around. That's why it might feel lonely even. But that's why the star comes out, because it's like whenever you are here in the void and you're feeling this alone, sit up, look up to the stars, and remember that this is your home. We are the stuff of stars. We are never alone. We are just a star in physical form here on the earth, earthbound. But we are always tethered to the divine. We're always tethered to the universe. So whenever we feel like we are in a new space and we feel like we're in a space that feels so empty and so unrecognizable, we have got to just remember that we're not doing this alone. We always have our team with us, our spirit teams, our spirit guides, our guardian angels, the archangels, our agreeable ancestors and agreeable descendants of peace, love, light, and harmony. That's for me, but if that resonates with you guys too, please keep that resonant, take it, use it. But this is a reminder that sometimes it looks and it feels lonely when you're at an intersection and you're going down a different road than other people. When you're literally creating a blueprint out of thin air. Okay, I like that. That's how I feel with those two. Now with strength comes out underneath balance. And balance is a waning gibbous 3. Forgive me y'all, I'm not all the way super educated with the phases of the moon and everything. I find a lot of astrological phenomenon and stuff and interesting, and I've been wanting to get more educated with it, so hence having the deck too. So the deck has been helping me understand, but I want to do a little bit more intense studying so I can actually like explain that to anyone that doesn't understand. Well, we have balance here. This is giving me balance within, and this is what I mean when I say the synchronicities of how these cards come out, because look at the strength. She is half human, half lion. That is her lion's heart, her strength. And this is her softness with the lamb. This is balance. This is balance. Balance between being in your head, being up in the stars, being connected with the divine, with the universe, and being tethered here on earth. She's holding like a golden earth. I hope you can see that. And being tethered, and she has leaves and everything around her as well. Balance. Balance between your assertiveness and your empathy, or balance between your assertiveness and your accommodations, your being, that doesn't sound right. Your ability to be empathetic and your ability to protect yourself and those that are dear to your heart. your ability to be in your head and be connected to the universe and the stars and the sky and your dreams and your desires, and we're being delusional about the things that we want to bring in, because we're allowing our imaginations to run wild and have fun, but we're also staying balanced and keeping our feet balanced here on earth as well. So we can bring those things down. We can bring those desires and passions and dreams and all these whimsical things, we can bring them down to earth and root them down here. And we have the strength to protect ourselves and protect the things that we have brought down, protect them, but not feel like we have to protect them from a place of defense. We're protecting them from a place of personal boundaries, and we're protecting them from a place of love and respect, and a place of being reciprocal and showing other people reciprocity, showing and being the example of, these are the boundaries that I hold for myself because I love myself this much. I love the things that I've been able to bring in this much. And I prefer others to respect that, because I respect that in other people as well. And then obviously you have number 8, and then you have number 19. That could be a 10 if you want to reduce and go, right? But okay. So the void and balance. It might feel lonely, it might feel dark, but up here, we are always tethered. We always have a tether. So we're never truly alone. Then we have protection. Where are we? We have protection, and the 7 of Pentacles came out in the tarot. So again, similarities, synchronicities. I'm looking at colors. I'm looking at just elements as well. 7 of Pentacles, he is tending to his garden. He is doing the work to help it. He's putting the energy into his garden, into the seeds that he planted. And here in protection, birds again represent the mind, the skies. Again, it's really kind of synonymous with that balance over here again. And just knowing that this is the whole message, knowing that we are truly protected. We are protected, right? We are always protected by the divine. We are protected in everything that we do, especially tending to our manifestations. The things that we need to do to bring those things into fruition are self-care, taking care of our space, learning about what that even means for us and what that looks for us as individuals, and finding different examples from other people, but making it our own. That's what this is about. The 6 and the 7, 24. I like to reduce my numbers. That's 6, and then we have the 7. Protected. And then we have attraction, super moon, and the 7 of Cups. And right off the bat, this says to me, this feels like exactly what it is. This is attraction. This is attracting all sorts of opportunities to us. All sorts of opportunities. It's not about feeling indecisive either, like the traditional 7 of Cups. This is knowing and feeling confident that we have become so attractive. We have been doing the work, y'all. We've been doing the work. We are so attractive to the universe and to source. And the things that we've been calling in, I know for me, I've been calling in financial stability, financial sovereignty, financial abundance, becoming a money magnet, and coming out of this poverty mindset and stagnancy and stuff that I was conditioned into. And I'm seeing more and more that once we unlock ourselves and we allow ourselves to be attractive. And again, it's not easy. It's not easy for everyone. Everyone's had a different path. Everyone has had different upbringings. Everyone has had different conditioning, because let's be real, that's what it's been. That's what it is. And once you come out of that and we finally are able to realize, even if it's small increments of these realizations, we have options. We have infinite options. So many different areas and things that areas, aspects, just so many different paths that we can take, and know that none of them, there's no bad choice, there's no wrong choice, because it's like a pick your own ending book. Every single direction that any direction that we can decide to take is always going to yield us what's best for us, through a learning, through a lesson, whatever the abundance is on the other side, it is always going to be for our greater good. You got the 8 with the 44, and then you got a 7 here. This water in the background, water back here. It's a cups card, right? But that's attraction, it's abundance. It's an abundance of opportunities, an abundance of ideas. So altogether, where are we? 26 minutes, 26:48. So altogether, this is very much giving a really hopeful and a really positive message. A very, very, very hopeful and a very, 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 very positive message of keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. Keep doing the work. Right? We either choose, and again, there are no wrong choices, but there are evolved choices, and there are choices that put us back on the wheel, that put us back in the same cycle. So neither one of them is inherently good or bad or better or worse than the other. They're all experiences. They exist for a reason. But we have the choice between allowing, accepting, taking on, giving life to all of those things from the past that have held us in a holding pattern, and all of those things from the past that have held us in a position of feeling tethered to something that's not ours, feeling tethered to something that feels unfulfilling. We have the choice of staying in this energy, going back around the cycle for another spin, doing another dance with the devil energy, which all the devil energy really is it's that energy of, how do I say, of being bound to something out of fear, out of illusion, because of fear, where we bind ourselves to things that are disagreeable to us and lower states of being out of fear. And it could be fear that is developed in any way, but it's out of fear. So we have the choice between binding ourselves to this cycle again, or allowing ourselves the opportunity to run in the opposite direction. In the opposite direction. Look at the colors, the opposite direction. We're not up on the mountaintop, overlooking. We're running through the opposite direction. Using them as guides. Not chastising ourselves, not chastising the thoughts from the darkness. We don't do that. We alchemize. Right? We hold space for. We show empathy to. We show grace and strength to those versions of ourselves. We keep and we maintain the balance. Always. There is always going to be a duality, because that is the earth, that is of the earth that we live on. But we have the absolute choice to make a different decision, to go a different route, to choose a different path. So with that said, I guess my last summary is, it may feel, for any of us, for myself, for any of you that this finds, it may feel rough, it may feel harsh, it may feel dark, it may feel very unknown, very alone. But always remember that we are tethered to the universe. We are the stuff of stars. We are an extension of source energy. Always. We are always tethered, no matter how dark and how alone we feel. We have family across the multiverses, in each other, but most of all in source and all of its iterations. Have strength and have softness. Allow yourself to maintain balance. Always. Know that we're protected. Know that everything that we're putting our hands on and into, and all of the choices and all the decisions that we're making, are protected. If you guys, birds might be really significant. Maybe you guys have like a regular bird that visits you, or you've seen a bird today or in the last 2 days, 2 to 3 days. I saw a cardinal outside 2 days ago, and I haven't seen cardinals in our area in many, many, many years. There used to be a cardinal that would visit our backyard on the same building, actually, like 20 something years ago. And I saw it was the day that so I live in Ontario, and it was the day that we had like the really bad smoke and smog advisory here. The sky was orange and everything. It was early morning, and the cardinal was out. It was speaking. It was talking. It was standing on the garbage bin. And then I was staring at it, and then I turned around to look and see if my cat was there, and to see if she wanted to jump up and see. And by the time I turned around, it was gone. So birds are very significant here. They're protectors. I was reading something, or I came across a video that said that when cardinals are near, I think it's when birds are near in general, it means that angels are in our vicinity. So again, another example and reminder that we're never alone. We're never alone. We are always protected by our teams, by the divine. And everything that we touch, everything that we are bringing into fruition, and we're manifesting, and we're tilling, and we're putting our energy in that beautiful, like, calm and abundant energy into, it is all going to come to fruition. Plants take time. And that's okay. And finally, attraction and the 7 of Cups. We are attracting so many new opportunities, so many new... Look at these colors too. These like dark reds and golds and oranges, copper colors. Like, it's beautiful. We are attracting so much stuff, so much abundance, so much love, unconditional love and opportunities, things that we can't even really fathom. So just remember that and again, 7 of Cups and attraction, the water, it's the attraction. It's all coming in. All right, y'all, this video is long enough. Thank you so much for staying with me, rocking with me, rolling with me, listening. And I hope that this finds who it's meant to find, those that resonate with my energy, that resonate with the path that we're moving through. And I hope to see you all next time. Don't forget to like, drop a comment. Let me know if this resonates with you, what part might resonate with you, how you feel about the synchronicity between the two decks. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you feel the need to, if you feel resonant to it. And I will see you in another one. Bye.